Hi guys, it's Frankie from Frankie Watch. Good to see you all again here after work. A beautiful, very hot day in Hong Kong though. And I picked up a new watch, but I guess it's been a long time since I did post a video here. And that was of my Heritage Black Bay I just picked up. Guys, I traded that watch in for this. The Tudor Black Bay 54. That is right, I actually downgraded, you could say, in terms of pricing, but I think it's an upgrade for me because this Black Bay 54 is easily one of the most surprising watches that I've ever picked up. First of all, because of the size, 37 millimeters, it's not a size that I really would have considered, but just something about watching the videos about this Black Bay 54. And let's face it, I've had a Black Bay 58 in the past with the gilt black dial, the black version, and I loved that watch. I did sell it eventually. The lack of micro adjust was an issue, but also just the fact that, I was upgrading my pieces at the time to bigger and better pieces. I've kind of downgraded since, and I've, still do have a soft spot for Tudor in my collection. And the Heritage Black Bay was the first time I picked up the burgundy version, but something about that watch just didn't feel right for me. The Jubilee bracelet, yes, they made it slimmer, but I think I've made the right choice here, guys. And trading in, and I actually traded plus cash to pick up this piece. So the person I traded with sold me this watch and topped it up as well. And now I have the Black Bay 54 on the wrist, which, just have a look at it there. It is a throwback, guys, to those vintage subs and Tudors, the 7794, I want to say. The Tudor Submariner from 1954. Those Tudor Submariners were all around this size, 37, 38 millimeter watches. And I gotta say, on my getting much slimmer, used to be 7.5 inch wrist. I think now I'm probably close to maybe 7 inch or 7.25 inch. Guys, I've been losing a lot of weight recently. I've been hitting the gym a lot. I've dropped 12 kilos in the past 3 months. So a lot of my watches are just fitting a lot looser now. And so I figured, why not give it a try? Give this Black Bay 54 a try. And I gotta say, once you put this on your wrist, it really is like an optical illusion. This thing looks so much smaller when you have it off the wrist. But once you put it on, it really does work very well on even a larger wrist or slightly larger wrist like mine. And I think a big reason for this, guys, is the lug to lug at 46 millimeters. I think it actually looks and it fills up the wrist pretty nicely. Not that much smaller than the Black Bay 58. But the thing that is just so impressive about this watch, look at the down the barrel shot there. The slimness of this thing is just incredible. It just, I don't know how to describe it. I've never owned a watch like this that is giving me this vintagey vibe, but is also a modern timepiece. It's a modern watch with the T-fit clasp and the improved clasp versus the Black Bay 58. Yeah, you still have those faux rivets, which I'm not a huge fan of, but I don't really mind too much. And there's just something about the bezel on this, as you can see, with no hash marks. The font makes a huge difference. I love this font. It is just like the classic Tudor Submariner and the classic Rolex Submariners of the 1950s. And it just looks the part, guys. This is definitely a watch for the watch enthusiast, for the Submariner vintage watch enthusiast. And I watched a video with Mark Cho, who, let's say, he loves small watches. Let's face it, he is a fan of smaller sized watches. He was raving about this piece. And I honestly, my wrists are much larger than his. I definitely don't think I can pull it off as well as maybe someone with slimmer wrists. But I do think, just from initial impressions, guys, this is day one of my time here with the Black Bay 54. I'm still weighing it out. But initial impressions are, oh my gosh, the slimness, the look, the movement, of course, the MT 5400, 70 hours, power reserve, all that great stuff. But it's just such a different watch than what I've owned, and it officially is the smallest diver that I own at 37 millimeters. But I'm loving it so far, guys. And of course, I will be doing my follow-up video for this very soon. Stay tuned for that. But hit me up in the comments. What are your thoughts on the Black Bay 54? Did you end up picking this one up? And has it been as much of a surprise to you as it's been for me? I never thought I would own a watch this small in this day and age, but here we are, 2023, and the Black Bay 54 is on my wrist. But hit me up in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. And that's it for this video. If you liked it, give me that thumbs up. And if you love the content of Frankie Watch, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell icon for future updates. Apologies for the delay in content, guys. I will be back soon with some more great content. One last zoom in there. Beautiful dial. Just a classic look. Such a vintage look in a modern timepiece. I love it. So that's it. And Frankie Watch says, time's up. Have a good one. Let's go for a walk, Black Bay 54. Here we go.